Welcome to Cooking with J Buckets. Okay, so today we're gonna make a post-workout meal. It's gonna be cheap, easy, and simple. We're gonna make some rice. We're gonna use a cup. Since right now we're gonna make enough rice to last a day, so we're gonna use about 3 cups, so 3 of these, into our pot pan, and we're gonna put it into our rice cooker. And with the eggs, we're gonna use our eggs, grade A eggs, our food for less. Only about $4. It's super cheap. It's really good. We've got our seasonings here for our eggs. We use ground paprika to give it a little spice. Red pepper flakes because it's real good. And some pepper to even it out and balance it. Alright, so today, right now we're just gonna work on our rice because it takes longer. It takes about 15 minutes. Yeah, and by the time the rice is done, we're done with all preparing our eggs and everything. It'll be done. We have a nice good meal. So right now, we're gonna use our measuring cup. It's 1 cup. We're gonna get 3 of these. Okay, so next up, for preparing our rice, you gotta clean our rice. But first, you gotta clean your hands first because I just made some gains in the morning. Hit chest, some triceps, do some cardio. Just wash it. What I do, we're cleaning the rice to turn it. So the temperature of the water doesn't really matter. You just have to clean it nice like that. It takes all the dirt. And sometimes you don't want to trust any agent companies, especially rice, because it's on the rice field, so you don't know if it's clean. And it goes processed from all the factories and the shipping and everything. So you just clean like that. See how the water is still like very dull and white? You don't want it like that. You want it super clear or kind of clear. You can see the rice on the bottom. So you're gonna do this about 3 times. Okay. So after I'm done with this, I'll show you what clean rice looks like. I just finished cleaning the rice, and now see how clear it is. Before it was all dull white. You can't really see the rice on the bottom, but now, well, I don't know with the sunlight, but you can still see the rice through it. It looks perfect and clear. It's the best. So right now, I'm gonna take this in. Gotta close it. Make sure you plug it in, and it should be done in about 15 minutes. So now let's go make our eggs. So right now we have our paprika, our red pepper flakes, and our raw eggs. And to balance everything out, we're gonna use some coarse ground Malabar black pepper. And you just put a little bit, just a little dash. See right now it's open, just like, make sure you pour it slowly. You can smell it. There you go. See how everything looks nice right now? Right now, we're gonna mix everything, and it's gonna look nasty. All the seasonings is mixed together. It's really good. Alright. So now, let's get to our stove and let's cook our eggs. So, I don't know if you can hear this, but right now, our pan is getting seasoned. See, it's all the water evaporating from all the rinsing I did. So just let that happen. Here right now, I just got my canola oil. It's kind of like vegetable oil, but a little healthier. Not as good as olive oil, but canola oil will do the job. And so just mix up our pan right now. Look at all that steam. Okay, so now to cook eggs, the best way to do it is just cook at low heat. And right now we're just gonna pour a little bit of canola oil. Just drop it right now. You don't want to put too much because you don't want to eat some oily eggs. So right now, just pour a little bit. Don't really measure how much oil I put, but who cares? Alright, so right now I'm just gonna pour my eggs into the pan. Make sure don't make a mess. And look how good it cooks. Oh wow. Make sure you get everything off your little bowl. See? When you have your pan at a good temperature, it should look like that. Everything is already getting cooked. Just waiting for the middle. And what you do is you just let it sit for a few seconds, probably like 30 seconds the most. Personally, for me, I like my eggs fully cooked and scrambled. Alright, we'll take a good look, and I'll show you the finished product when it's ready and cooked. See? Look at our beautiful eggs prepared, nicely cooked. Okay, so now we're gonna put our eggs onto our serving plate right here. This has a little bit of yolk, but that's okay. So right now, you want to grab your pan, make sure it's not hot. See? And you're just gonna scoop it off onto your plate. Okay, this only took about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. Look how beautiful that is. That's a lot of eggs. I know people, if you want to hit your macros, get all your protein in early after a workout. It's good to eat this much eggs, but personal for me, since I'm having rice also, it'll make me full super fast. We're just gonna wait for our rice to be cooked. It's almost done. You can see all the steam from here coming off. It looks amazing. Alright, so now we got our eggs cooked, and we're gonna measure how much eggs we're gonna eat per serving. So right now, I'm aiming to get about 20 grams of protein for this meal. And so we use our trusty measuring scale. I got this for Christmas. Thank you. I'm gonna turn it on right now. And I'm gonna set it up to grams. I'm gonna put it on our plate, top of it. And we're gonna press tear. So what this does is it makes it go to 0, like that. Probably put about 10 grams of eggs. Actually more. Probably about like 50 grams of eggs. Or 60. Oh, never mind. This ain't for 130. 135, that's okay. Right now that's about 20 grams of eggs. I mean, trying to go 20 grams of protein with the good muscles. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, all kinds of gains. To make all kinds of gains, you gotta eat all kinds of meals. Alright, so right now we're just waiting for our rice to cook. It should be done in just a minute. Hello, Mr. Rice Cooker, are you done? Oh, you are. Okay, I'm on my way to go check and see. Alright, so now our rice cooker is done. Look at all the steam that comes out. Oh, a good hot rice. You need to do. Okay, so usually when I eat rice, I eat about a cup to a cup and a half per plate. Per meal. So this is our measured cup. Scoop some in like that. It should go all the way down because you don't want to waste all that empty space in there. So right now I have like another scoop. That's good. Look at all that rice. Look at all the steam that comes out. So here's our rice. Put it on like that. So sexy. Let's see, right there. Alright, so we have our rice, we have our eggs. So right now we have our carbohydrates, our protein. We have a little bit of fats from the yolk and the seasonings. But we need our simple sugars. And where I get that from, I'll show you right now. Okay, it's time to eat. First, remember we need to get our simple sugars. And remember that sauce I was telling you about? The hoisin sauce? The sweet Asian wannabe barbecue sauce? Well, I'll show you right now. Here's the hoisin sauce. And what I like to do, I like to make a little drizzle all over my eggs. Yeah. Look at that. So you don't want to put too much because you don't want to make it too sweet. Unless you have a sweet tooth, then you can. And we also have one more thing I like to put in. Something that everybody loves. It's been popular in the past few years. It's been coming up. They've been making sriracha beers, sriracha chips. Well, we use the real sriracha sauce. Here you go. And for me, I'm a really spicy guy because I'm really sexy and spicy. So I put a little drizzle over my hoisin sauce. And there you go. We got our carbs, about 60 grams of carbs. Our protein, about 20 grams. Our simple sugars, and our fats. I'm eating my macros with this meal. So this is a post-body workout meal.